Welcome to Brisbane, the host of the 2032 Summer Olympics. But we don't need to wait until 2032 to see a major event here. Brisbane is also one of the hosts of the Women's World Cup. Brisbane is the capital and the most populous city in the state of Queensland in Australia. The plan for today is to discover the Central Business District. And you know what's great? You can walk all over.
We're gonna walk all this and save the other tourist areas in Brisbane for the next videos.
This is one of the most unique restaurants I've ever seen. Why? Because it's located in an old church. Gotta remove my hat, right? Inside the church. At some point, this is the largest Anglican congregation in Brisbane. And today, this is a pancake house, open 24 hours. So you could have pancakes at 3 in the morning.
What about 4:22 in the morning?
You can too.
What about 5:15?
No problem.
1 a.m. after I drank a whole bunch of beer?
You know, I saw a sign outside saying that they don't serve alcohol past midnight. So.
Yes.
So how does it feel to have breakfast in a church pew?
At least for the morning, I'll be saved.
Seriously, these are so cool. Look at this. Cheers. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Wow.
Oh, wow. Look at this. How beautiful. You got pineapple.
Pineapple banana.
Banana.
Yeah, that's an
Wow.
Aussie breakfast. Breakfast of champion. Let's start off with some fruit. Grilled.
Your breakfast needs bacon, huh?
Yes, it's not a breakfast without bacon.
This is not a sin.
Oh, it is. That one is.
I love pancakes. Very good, very good, very good. Oh. And I have to say, the hot chocolates in Australia are different. They are amazing everywhere you go here. Not just any John Mills. John Mills himself.
Himself and himself only.
I love this name.
This is one of the busiest shopping streets in Brisbane, and we'll be back later because for now we got an appointment somewhere else.
Welcome to King George V Square. Why this name?
Because King George was George, who was king at the time.
King George V, King of the United Kingdom.
Not the fourth, not the sixth.
He was actually Queen Elizabeth's grandpa.
Yeah.
Things that you learn watching TV. And not everything is about Britain here in the square. Look at these cute kangaroos. Aww. The main building in the square is the City Hall with a beautiful clock tower up there. And what's even nice is that they have a viewpoint up there and you can see it totally free.
So this is the second oldest working lift here in Brisbane. The oldest beats us by a couple of years. This lift is 93 years old. Basically for 90 odd years, people have been coming up the lift to see the view where we're going first. As we go up, we will pass through the clock itself. So we're going to have a quick look at that and we will stop on the way back down.
Oh, nice. Only 4 people at a time are allowed in this tour, and you can see why it's really tiny here.
The clock tower was the tallest building in Brisbane until 1968. So even into the mid-70s, you had a really nice view of the bedroom.
This is the best view, huh?
Yeah.
Not anymore.
Directly ahead of us here. It's actually the oldest building we can see from up here in the clock tower.
Can you imagine that before there were no glasses here? This was all open. It's scary, huh?
So we're going to go down inside of the largest analog clock in Australia right now. So the story goes, when they were building this clock tower, they sent some engineers down to Sydney to measure their largest clock, and then they added 20 centimetres onto the side of ours. So the blue machine in front of each face is what turns the hands. Yep. So I believe the thing will strike.
What's your step?
Thank you.
That's all right.
We saw the bell ringing, but it's just the same that you don't really walk behind the car. You see everything from the elevator. There's a museum here inside the City Hall where you can learn a little bit more about Brisbane.
1976.
Yeah,
Much different, huh?
no high rises. So Brisbane is called Brisbane as a homage to him.
Oh, you're smart.
Very. He was the governor of New South Wales when Queensland was still part of New South Wales. Leg iron chains. Why is that, baby? Because Brisbane was...
Penal colony. Prisoners.
Exactly. And this is part of their past. Yay! Wow, this is a beautiful building, huh?
This is the City Hall itself.
Interesting that they just let you walk around. We kept walking, arrived at an auditorium. Wow, look at this auditorium. So crazy to think that this is the tallest building in Brisbane, isn't it?
Yeah.
Look around now. And the bell.
Dun, dun.
Up there, you don't hear this loud.
What time did it ring? 11:30.
30, every 15 minutes. You know what?
What?
You look so Australian today.
Do I?
Yes, with this hat.
Yee.
What a nice park right in the middle of the city.
Good for exercise.
Oh, totally. It's uphill, huh? And right here, very hidden in the park, is the oldest surviving building in the entire state of Queensland. It's from 1824. It's a windmill, but it
Yes.
doesn't look like a windmill.
Yeah, it was built like a Dutch windmill, you know, with the big sails, the four, you know, going in each direction.
What happened?
It was poorly constructed and it continuously broke down, so they repurposed it.
Actually, it became a TV tower. It's believed that the very first broadcast signal in Australia came from here.
Yeah. What was it before that, though?
The windmill.
No, there's something in between, too.
Oh, it was a viewpoint, an observatory.
What else?
Part of the penal system here, wasn't it?
Punishment, yes. What else? One more. You almost got there. You got 6 out of 7. Let's see if she gets a 7.
Okay, you tell me.
No Miss Perfecto.
Far from it.
No, it was a fire watchtower.
Good job. Just like many cities in Australia, Brisbane has an interesting past. Before there was a city, there was a prison. The prison is what became the city of Brisbane. This prison right here was worse than the others because this was for second-time offenders. There are still 2 buildings in town that were built by convicts, and this is one of them. This was the very first. And there's more. In 1866, a cannon was installed right here, and it was fired every day at 1 p.m. for everyone to set their clocks. Imagine that. Gordon would be among those waiting for the cannon to set your clock.
It's time to eat. Such a small building and so much history.
Yes, such a shame we cannot go inside. No. Oh, very picturesque stairs here. Jacob's ladder. And how cool people are using these stairs to exercise. They keep coming up and down. Look at this place, how cool. It's like a big food square right on the street. Is the metro a metro?
Right here, it's a metro.
It is a metro, just not the one you'd expect. Metro in Australia is a grocery store. This square is one of the most memorable squares here in Brisbane. This is a memorial to Army Corps from Australia and New Zealand who fought for their countries. Here, there are 18 pillars and 18 steps leading up to the shrine. That's to celebrate 1918, the year that World War I ended. There inside is the eternal flame, always on. You can barely see it with this heat, but it is there. At the center, there's a mosaic with 140,000 tiles and soils from war cemeteries around the world. And as we are right now in front of one of the main stations here, downtown Brisbane, probably the main station, this is Central Station. Let me also tell you about a very important form of transportation in Brisbane, train. This is how we got here. We came all the way from the airport to downtown Brisbane by train. Their system here is really good. We're here at the airport. Look at that. Goes all the way to the Gold Coast and the Sunshine Coast. Wow. We arrived right here. Here they use a transport card for all modes of transportation, and it works all over. Even if you want to go to the Gold Coast, which is exactly what we'll do, and we'll show you how it works. If you're gonna use a lot of public transport, it's worth getting one of these. They cost $10 though. But with one of these, prices are almost half during off-peak compared to buying a single ticket.
Tap on, tap off.
That's why I need to check if it's gonna be worth it for you. Australia and New Zealand, like sister countries, right?
Brother countries.
Brother countries. Look at how interesting. People picnicking over here, and the birds just roaming around. It's like they don't even care. Wow, actually, this is a huge walking area. Look at that, connecting all the square over there. And it is so nice. At lunchtime, a lot of people buy food in the food squares. There are restaurants all over inside these buildings, and they come to eat over here. This is such a cool concept for a square, you know. It's a square on top and a food square in the bottom.
A mousetrap. Cheese on cheese on cheese.
Too bad I'm not hungry, huh? Look at how close he is. He's not afraid. Look at that. Looking for food. Come here, come here. How beautiful this bird, huh? He doesn't give up, huh? I think he thinks you have food.
Yeah.
We're here just resting in front of another very important building. That's the post office. Guess what building was here before the post office? The city and the country are known for what?
Kangaroos. Koalas.
A prison, baby.
Oh.
But this one was a women's prison. This is where a typewriter was used for the first time in any post office in any Australian city. It happened right here, 1892. And this street right in front of the post office is Queen Street, probably the most famous outdoor mall in the entire Brisbane. From here, the fun begins, huh? Pedestrian only.
Fun wherever I am.
Oh, yeah. Wow. And greeting us right here, Louis Vuitton, Chanel. Here you find all kinds of shops, not just the fancy ones. This is a street mall, and there are malls in the street mall. Wow, this is such a cool street. You know, and it is booming. We're here on a Monday. Out of all the buildings, this is the most traditional. I read online that many of Brisbane's most respected designers have boutiques here.
Renata. Renata. Hola. Up here.
The 1920s glamour, huh? Such a cool mall, and it is booming. So many people everywhere. Our hotel is actually in this area over here. We had a few days here in Brisbane before we started filming these videos. We came here at night. There's always something going on. Look at these, how cute. 3 for $18.
Take a kangaroo home.
I think I found my shop. For you? Do you think this is male or female?
30.
55.
30 bucks.
Where did you see 30? It's beautiful.
Yeah.
Let me see this one here. I'm gonna buy. What am I doing? I'm gonna buy. Unless you want anything else for my collection. New hats. Look at these old buildings up here too. So nice. Just a quick bite before we continue. Nice. Let's go.
We dropped the hat at a hotel and headed a couple blocks back.
Such a charming city, old and new side by side. Everybody sitting outdoors, enjoying the day. Now, if you look at the Brisbane map, we crossed the entire bottom part of the central business district and we arrived at the river. This is Brisbane River. Almost like VIP sitting up here. Cheers! Just discovered a delicious pink lemonade here in Australia. Have you ever seen so many food squares in a city? It's like we leave one, arrive in another.
Yeah.
This is Riverside Center, and it's not only a food square, there are a lot of fancy restaurants here as well. The day we arrived, we were just sightseeing here at night, and wow, it was so busy. Great atmosphere. This is just to give you an idea of the importance that the river has to the city. A lot of cities just use the river for river cruises, you know, for tourists, but here they actually use it for transport. And one of the boats, this one right here, is totally free. In the next couple of videos, we're gonna show you a lot more of this area, so stay tuned.